hello everyone. Hello to my ladies, my sisters, my cousins, all the ladies in my life and outside of my life. Hello to you all. I hope you are all faring and doing well. I hope you are well taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. I hope everything is well with you. And as usual, I'm bringing you a combo of fitness and motivation video today. And the fitness video is entitled 30 Minutes Tabata Heat with Weights, Full Body Strength and Killer Cardio. And it is from Growinghannanas, and the lady is available on all social media. You can go and do the exercise with her, and as usual, I will link the video so that you can go and do the exercise. The lady has a full range of video ranging from 15, 20, 25, 30, 1 hour and above. Worthwhile of video or fitness videos so that you can go and do the exercise that will match exactly the time you have allocated to be fit or to go for your fitness goal. And I mean, she has a full range, so please go and follow the lady and go and do the exercise with her. So as usual, it's a combo of fitness and motivational video today, and the motivational side is the need to have a strong spiritual, cultural and physical background in order for us to succeed in the goals, in the project, in the ambition, in the ideas, in the entrepreneurial thing, in the family thing, in whatever goals and ambitions that we have for our life. We need a strong spiritual, cultural and physical background in order to succeed in those. And I'm saying that because I have said in multiple videos that I've done, we need to look and seek for our hero, and then we start emulating our heroes. And the heroes that I am following are people who are grounded spiritually, they are grounded physically, they are grounded emotionally, they are grounded culturally. So these are the people I am emulating. These are the people I look up to. That is why I'm bringing you this message today. And this message is going above the physical, because we are mostly spiritual. Like, we are more than the body that we can see. We are more than the words that we speak. We are more than the physical thing that we can touch, because everything was created in the realm, in the world of spirituality. We ourselves were created in the realm and the world of spirituality. So leaving that aside is a fail. It's a fail to start with, and to end with, it is a fail. So anyways, in order to succeed in whatever ambition that we have, the message today is about the need for a strong spiritual, cultural and physical background in order for us to succeed. What is spirituality in this case? I am talking about faith, and faith is full. It's a full range. It can be whether you are Buddhist, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are an Hinduist, whether you are Afrocentric religious. So that means in my country, for example, Briti, or in other countries like Benin, where they have voodoo. So like whatever spirituality you follow up, we need a strong background when it comes to our spirituality. We need to have a strong background, a strong spiritual background to guide us, to lead us. When everything goes according to the plan, it is good to follow a path that is set for you. It is good to follow a path where you know that where you are going, you are being guided, you are being led. Like, it is not just about you and what you can see, but it's also about how you feel and how you feel comfortable. Like, your spirit itself is leading and guiding you, and this spirit is being led and guided by even the spirituality that you might see or might be comfortable with, or you might not see and have no control over. So we need a strong spiritual background in this case, and even more when things are not going in accordance to our plan and or coming down, crashing all over the place. We need a strong spiritual background that will teach us things we do not understand and guide us through paths we might not even see, or we might not even try on, because we might not relate to those paths. But when you are guided spiritually, when you have a strong spiritual when you have a strong spiritual background, even the path that you might not even think like it is yours, but because you are being guided, you might try your luck, and before you know it, because you were guided and led, you end up succeeding even in areas you might not even feel attracted to, but you will succeed in those things. So faith or spirituality is the requirement for this life, because we are more spiritual than physical. Everything we see, we touch, we eat, today, whether it is organic or not, started in the realm or in the world of the invisible, meaning the spiritual, where where our common eyes could not see or our common mind could not understand. So spirituality is a must, not to know and be assured of where we are going, not only to know and be assured of where we are going, but also to know where we are coming from. So, but we need a balance. Yes, we need spirituality. Yes, we need a strong spiritual background, but we need a balance for everything anyways. And when it comes to spirituality as well, we need a balance. For even though we are more spiritual than physical, dwelling too much in one side and neglecting the other is going to make our life imbalance. Because let's say, I will say it plainly, spirituality and the physical are always at war to gain our body, to take over our life, to take over our journey. The spiritual realm and the physical realm are at war. So when you are more physical, you will see that you neglect the physical and you start having a life that's imbalanced. And when you are more spiritual and neglect the physical, you neglect your life, you neglect your, like, everything that you can touch. You neglect even your appearance, you neglect your body, you neglect even the food that you eat, because you are more spiritually led. Your life is going to be in balance. We all know people who are too spiritual, who are only speaking about the spirit, who are only speaking about ghosts or things that we do not see, and they sound and look and like they are not part of us. And when you are too much into this, because the spiritual take over everything, you will not be a part of this life, which might not be wrong to some people. But when you want to succeed in this life, you need to also have a strong foot in this life as well as the spiritual life. So anyways, we need balance, and we need to assign the proper time, the proper focus, the proper energy when it comes to both sides, so that at the end of the day, it is a balanced life. So yes, second part is the need for a strong cultural background. Yes, we need to know who we are culturally, because each one of the culture of this world has a place, and it is our requirement to sit strongly in our culture. Whether you come from a strong cultural background, such as when you come from Africa, we have a lot of things that we do, food that we eat, even our fashion aesthetic, our food aesthetic. Like, we have a strong cultural background. That's whether you are coming from Africa or Asia, which are two continents that have, like, we are strongly grounded in the way we do things, in the way we say things, in the things that we eat, and even how we portray ourselves, how we move. You can always see an African, I'm not even talking just about the color, even the energy that we carry, and the Asian as well, whether they are coming from India, from China, from Korea, we carry a strong cultural background. So whether you are coming from Africa or Asia or the other, it is all about knowing exactly what is your culture etiquette in your realm. What is the culture etiquette in your realm? Whether it is the food difference, that how you prepare your food, how you eat your food, how you present your food, and what kind of food you eat. Whether it is the language, what kind of language that you have. For example, in my country, we have over 40 languages. we have over 40 languages. So the type that you are mostly attracted to are the ones that are like your mother language. Whether it comes to your food, your language, the faith, the education, the body, and verbal languages. Without globalization, let's say it for a fact, without globalization, we were in our own. Like, we were saying the things that we said in our own ways. We were different. We were saying and doing things in accordance to our own background, like our own cultural background. And I'm not blaming the globalization, but rather I'm blaming ourselves for trying to emulate everybody else and leaving us aside as the village type, we have to look like everybody else to be accepted by everybody. When we are like that, we neglect our culture, we neglect how we used to do things that have maintained us so far, maintained our parents, our ancestors so far. And there's always positive and negative side to everything. And I'm just saying, we also need a strong cultural background, because at the end of the day, the cultural background is our own identity. So if you neglect your own identity to accept everybody else's identities, you also lose yourself. So having a strong cultural background, whether we like it or not, it is part of us, it is part of our DNA. So knowing and accepting it and working in accordance to the strength of our culture. And I'm not saying every culture has only positive. We have positive and negative side, but we all have a brain and a mind to decide what is working for us, what is working against us, and then choose what is positive to us and to our children. So yes, we need also a strong cultural background. We need also to portray that strong cultural background. We need to carry ourselves. We need to choose our own identity in accordance to the realm we are part of. So as an African myself, I have never tried to change the way I speak because I believe it is part of my identity. So most of the people will be like, if you live in certain area, you need to speak like those people. And I'm like, no, although I live in that area, my intonation, the way I speak, my accent, my punctuation, although I'm speaking 3 different languages, but even when I speak those different languages, you always hear an influence of where I'm coming from. And that is part of my identity. So it's all about, when I say about the cultural background, you need to maintain your identity, and your identity shows where you are coming from. If you do not know where you are coming from, how do you expect to succeed in where you are going to? So yes, first we need to have a strong spiritual background. The second side is we need to have a strong cultural background. And the last part of this video is about the need to have a strong physical background. Yes, I've said it in plenty of my videos, in most of my videos. Our physical is important. We cannot speak spiritual, we cannot speak cultural without speaking about the physical realm of ourselves. Taking care of our body, taking care of our physical appearance, taking care of our physical environment. We need to take care of those space we dwell in and we dwell on. Why? Because it is important. These are the things that we see. These are the things that we touch. These are the people we work with. So we need to take care of that as well. So without taking care of everything we see, touch, eat, and dwell in, it's going to be a waste, and it will be even difficult for us to aspire, to be motivated, to be focused. It will be difficult for us to aspire to all those things that we want to achieve in this life. So fitness, cleanliness, so being fit, being clean, taking care of the kind of the friends that we have, taking care of the kind, being aware of the friends and the companies that we keep and get into. Everything is important and to be neglected. So nourishing our body, our brain, our imagination, our mind is all important. They are all things that are important to us. So those are the things that is going to bring us whole as a full human being in this life that we are living in. So, and this will not happen as a magic trick. We will not sleep and then get up and realize that everything is working out for us, but rather it is an everyday thing that we might fail today but succeed tomorrow. We might fail this hour and succeed in the next hour. But it's all about being disciplined, being determined, that we need to take care of this wholeness, like the wholeness of ourselves spiritually, the wholeness of ourselves culturally, the wholeness of ourselves physically as well. So that was my video today, and I hope I've motivated somebody out there starting with me. We need to have a strong spiritual, a strong cultural, and a strong physical background in order to succeed in whatever plans, goals, ideas, projects that we have in our heart, to bring it into reality into this world. Until I see you in another video, please take care of yourself, and thank you for watching. Bye.